Welcome! You are visiting the OCD Illustrated channel and watching a facts to know video that provides some basic information about obsessive compulsive disorder. This is part of a series on obsessions, and if you've watched the rest of the series, you have heard me say this definition a whole ton of times, but in short, an obsession is an unwanted, repetitive thought, image, or urge that causes distress. And as obsessions come in lots of different themes, we are going to zoom in on one in particular, scrupulosity, and then going in even more specifically to moral scrupulosity, which is an excessive concern about right and wrong, good or bad. And I am going to be 100% honest from the get-go with this video. Unlike the others, in which maybe one or two examples are examples of obsessions that I've actually had, so much of my OCD is about moral scrupulosity that all of these obsessions are ones that I've personally experienced. There's the really vague, what if I offended somebody? They're going to think I'm a bad person. I know for me, as soon as that bad person comes up, it's like moral scrupulosity all the way. But people with moral scrupulosity are often concerned with ensuring that they are polite or kind to everybody at all times, which is really difficult to do and gets really restrictive. People also worry about how they're performing in certain roles. So for me, this was a concern that if I made my parents worry about me, I would be a bad daughter. But for other people, it might be about being a bad parent or a bad worker, or anything of that nature. Any role you can think of, OCD can co-opt it. If you watched my video on religious scrupulosity, this I must follow every rule obsession looks familiar to the I must follow every rule in X, Y, or Z religious text. In a moral scrupulosity way, it's more general. It might be about laws or driving codes or, I don't know, politeness rules, just any kind of rule. Somebody can get stuck on having to follow it to the letter. And here is an obsession that is currently pestering me to, pester is not the right word, torturing me to a pretty bad extent, is that if I waste water or electricity, I'll be responsible for ruining the environment for my kids, which I don't have any of yet, but, you know, potential kids. Also comes in the phrase, I will be responsible for an environmental apocalypse. Yeah, that one sucks. Other people's OCD might latch on to a quality that they think is important and then just take it too far. So while it is important to be frugal, or some people may think it's important to be frugal, somebody with OCD might take it to the extent that they're going to avoid spending money at all costs and like go hungry or not furnish their house or wear new clothes because they're trying to save money to alleviate the anxiety of possibly not being frugal. And then the obsessions can turn inward, so rather than about how you behave towards other people, it can be about how you behave towards yourself. So there was a long time where I felt that I couldn't say anything good about myself because that would be bragging and I would become conceited. So people with OCD can have a feared quality that they then try to avoid becoming like. So hopefully those 6 have given you a flavor for what moral scrupulosity obsessions look like. I've only got a few more videos on specific examples of obsessional themes left. I really hope you join me for them. By the end, you'll really have a good picture of how many different ways OCD can manifest itself. Thanks. Bye.